So, good morning, my scholars. Today, what we are going to discuss how to break down a PhD task into daily micro task. So, scholars, welcome back. Yesterday, we were talking about how to do a weekly schedule from Monday to Sunday. Now, today I'm going to tell you how to break down your PhD task, the wholesome, the giant mammoth task, into daily micro task. This will help you to have consistency in research because we have to accomplish our daily task. Without daily task, things will not happen. Many of you think that okay, let me keep it waiting and let me finish it in one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. So if you want to have your PhD manageable, you should dedicate daily. And for that, since we all are overwhelmed with different kind of task, we have to keep micro task daily dedicated for research. This is how the PhD research become manageable, predictable, and achievable. Now, why we say a micro task is important? Because PhD as itself is very huge. It is not easy. PhD as itself is very huge. So when we have lot of tasks to do, if we don't plan properly on a daily basis, it will be very difficult. When a scholar says, now, some of you may be in that position. I don't know where to start. Now, my batchmates have gone a bit far. I am still behind. Yesterday, I was talking to a scholar. He was telling me I'm lost. Why? That made me to make this video. So, if you think the task in front of you is too big, your mindset will be so heavily stressed. So, what you do? Make that big mountainous task into small task. So micro tasks create clarity. They remove that fear, what I've told you. They will remove that fear and they reduce procrastination. That is the most important thing because this is the biggest challenge every PhD scholar faces. If you delay things, it keep on delaying and at the end, you cannot make it appropriately. So what I suggest is that if you have daily wins, it builds your confidence. The daily wins accumulate your confidence and you can see a progress and it becomes a major progress. If you look at your brain, normally it can do small tasks easily. But if you keep piling it up, it becomes big task. When the task is very huge, very big, very wide, the brain start resisting. Which always the brain start resisting in psychological way and physical way. You will feel tired, you will have body pain, you become feverish, you will have nausea. This whole stress, the stress in mind is showed by the body responded as physical symptoms. So that is why it is more important. Now, what is a micro task? It is the smallest possible action that moves your research forward. Let's take. Now, if you will have to read a lot of research papers of your relevant area. So, reading at least 3 pages of a research paper. Going behind, anyway, you are identifying some research gaps. So, identifying research gaps. One gap is enough. And if you are doing methodology, at least type and edit some. Creating a small table, creating a visual implication, or cross-checking your questions, checking the concept definition, checking on your hypothesis again and again. If you are in your analysis, you go to your analytics part, put that table, write at least one interpretation. Small task make life easy. Maybe while do your review of literature, just 1 or 2 references, 3 references. So if you do at least make a referencing in your review literature, in 30 days, 30 references will come. It is not a small task. 30 citations in your review of literature is not a small task. So if you do one citation per day, 30 days, 30 citations happen. This is a micro task. So the benefit of micro task, it is not so heavy. The micro tasks are not so heavy. And it is not so stressful. We have to feel happy. So it is simple, actionable, and that can be completed in 10 to 20 minutes. You take only 10 or 20 minutes. You have to know why PhD tasks have to be broken down. We must break them down into small, tiny bits. Let's take a simple example. The mountainous task is review of literature. And you know, for me, I tell, it was not a task, it was a dream for years because it is too broad. So what you do, I've told you how to break down the skeleton for your review of literature. Then at least 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 papers, you just read one paper, highlight the findings, extract the gaps, and summarize it, how it is relevant to your research. Make some bullet points, develop it. So you got few citations and develop a paragraph. 20 minutes, things are done. But if you think that, don't do it today, instead of that, you think that, okay, I do it on a full 10 hours. Man, it is not easy. 20 minutes on 10 days and 6 hours on 1 day is different. So which is easy? 20 minutes a day. So when you define the task like this, you see the progress. Some of you think that I am so heavy, I cannot follow what Dr. Paul is saying. He don't know my work pressure. I agree, man, everyone has a work pressure. But 20 minutes in 24 hours, if you can extract, you just get up 20 minutes early. So, you know, life will change. That 20 minutes add-on will make a change in our life. So this is the most important thing I want to tell you. Convert your task into micro. So instead of a blurry approach, you will get a clear path and you get a confidence approach. You can approach things confidently and it will remove the confusion and it will give you confidence. See, major part of our research is the major part our problem of a researcher. I'm telling from my experience. If you don't dedicate daily, our works, it becomes too much. Then we lose the confidence. The next thing I want to tell you, we want to have a methodology in which we have to break up our task. So what you do, the step 1, define the big task. You know, the first task may be setting your concept research. Now all of you have done that. So now what you can do, the big task like develop research questions. That may be a task for some of my micro research scholars. Construct conceptual framework. For my senior cohort who are doing your micro research, some of you have to still develop the conceptual framework. And those my super seniors who are in the real PhD scholarship, maybe you can revisit and if any changes, basically you don't have to change the conceptual framework. But those who have not yet developed, you can think of that one. Some of you can write at least one chapter of your methodology. Those who have not done survey, yes, you can start doing some survey. Those who have not yet pilot tested their data collection tools, yes, go for that one. So, you know, any task you can step down. So you break them. Now, so the major task, like 5 major tasks or 6 major tasks, you break them into subtasks. Then again you break them into next level of task, like identifying variables, identifying concepts, constructs, creating constructs, creating dimension, setting the relations, reading and reviewing similar studies, draft initial questions, refine wording, getting better understanding, and you validate with your supervisor, spend some time with your supervisor. So these are the, you know, in your research, either it is micro or your major research, you can find major task, then subtask. Again, this subtask you can again break them. So it becomes daily task. So you can say today, I'm going to identify 3 variables. Or people in the next level, okay, I'm going to collect 10 data. I'm going to approach 10 sources from which I can collect data. So like that, you keep on breaking the task. Monday to Sunday, subtask. So this gives an effective daily scheduling for you. Now insert this micro task into your daily planner of your weekly schedule. So you have a weekly planner, you have a daily planner. In the daily planner, these micro tasks are going to be added. So it becomes this is what I told yesterday about the weekly planner. So it becomes powerful. Now when it is transformed into daily planner, man, it becomes so strong. So every day we are getting small, clear, achievable task. Every day we are getting clear, achievable task. So this is how we have to convert the major huge research task into subtask. And this is applicable in many areas. You can do it in review of literature, you can do it in data analysis. So if you have collected data, you can clean missing values, you can label data, you can run descriptive statistics, you can plot graphs, you can interpret at least one table per day. Now I see some of my research colleagues do that. I really appreciate them. So, and I can see that they are progressing. My senior cohort, some of them are progressing. They are ready to submit. Why? Because they do daily. They don't have other fun business. So, these daily tasks help us to improve. So, like if you are writing the methodology for my senior cohorts, super senior cohorts, if you are writing methodology, you can define the research design, sampling methods, data collection procedures. You can set the variables, you can do reliability test. So every part of your research, if it is converted into subtask and then to micro task, life will be easy. So to sum up, micro task helps you to beat procrastination because your brain loves small wins, isn't it? Instead of a huge win in Olympics, small wins daily develops, increases your confidence level. So every time you complete a micro task, your brain releases dopamine. That is the happiness thing. And it's a feel-good chemical. We researchers need that feel-good. I used to get it by running also, talking to you also. This gives me a kind of dopamine because when I think of making a video for you and when I make this video, I feel more happy. So, this helps us to increase our productivity, and it is a motivation inside. Completing doable small tasks should be our philosophy of PhD. So this means it will help us to create a positive cycle. That is the most important factor. Positive cycle. What is that positive cycle in research? Small task, completion of that task, that's add-on motivation. Then you keep on more action. This is consistency. This is the consistency of research. So my final message to my scholars, remember, PhD is not completed in a big statement. It is completed in small daily action. That should be the thought for today. Micro tasks help you to move forward. Even when you are busy, we have busy days, tired days, unavoidable days. So your weekly planner gives you the direction. Your micro task actually makes that movement. Your micro task make the movement. Planning will not do things. If something happens inside the planner only, we will get achievable things. So from today, don't say, I will work on my research. Instead of that, I will say, I will complete my small task. So one small task is enough. Like I make a 14 or 15 minutes video for you. Even I'm going for a meeting, but I find time. I'm seeing a time to make a video for you. That gives me that dopamine cycle. So because small steps, when it is repeated daily, nobody can stop it. It becomes an unstoppable progress. And this is the best discipline of doing research. Stay consistent. You can see that consistency in your research life, and this will gives you more commitment and more energy. So finally, dedicate few minutes of your day for your micro task. And thanks for watching this video. Next day I'll come with another suitable video. So all the best. Thank you.